You can't say. You can't say.
Living, dying, Brooklyn. In this lab, I cook goons a full-course meal. My gut made it still. 14-5, we never made a deal. I'm sick, I use your bitch for a shield. Days of our lives, and I'm trying to make the meal. I got a family, a scammer on chill. Yo, you staying in the sky, your mind on them pills. You only live once, man, Forrest Gump. I paid 2 bands for a sawed-off pump. My gun butt thick, I leave men with lumps. A real Mr. Drummer, you don't see what's coming. Fiend and Shilla Easton, they never seen us dumbing. 2 bars, I turn a nigga to a mummy.
You can't say. You can't say.
Cushion and shit, why? Cause I'm that bitch, and if I ride with you, really vibe with you, can't confide in you. And that nigga factor, that'll slide with you. My girl's been girl since day one. Lace boots, camouflage on some war runs. Run with you, my circle is small. I ain't fuck with people that fuck with y'all. Hell no, my vibe's too smooth. Everything I do, breaking all the rules. Hey, my vibe's so smooth. Everyone's a target, duck, duck, goose. My rockets turn loose, and they aiming at you. Now what you gon' do? Bitch, move. You can't say, I ain't waiting no more. I ain't waiting no more.
You can't say no lie, but I ain't buying. I'm just riding, but it's not waiting.
Brainstorm just a little more before you dial my number, before you knock on my door. I make this all look easy, y'all make it like it's a chore. Catch them all off guard, they ain't ready to catch my spit. I'm hungry for more and none can handle it. Swear to the goddess, when I put it in hard, I put it in the hardest. If I rock with you, I make you the proudest. I'll be honest, I've been honest, till I'm flowing with the greatest. I'm your empress, not your mistress. They whisper soft till I drop them like a landslide. Puerto Rican thunder got the whole block tongue-tied. I ain't beefing for clout, I'm above your little games. But don't step in my lane if you ain't built for the flames. My team can't help but be ahead of all of y'all. I'ma let your haters know where you stand, and it's not on my pedestal.
As a child, I was always so outgoing and was never
Yeah, hear what you saying and you ain't saying shit. Yeah, I see what you doing, I ain't impressed with it. To keep my attention, got them hard in that. I mean, stick your chest out, nigga. Must I know who you dealing with? I'm M-I-A-M-E-T-A. You know what they say? I'm a bad bitch, check. Okay, no shit, check. Run circles around you with my eyes closed, check. Seeing is believing, and I stay outside. I'ma be who I am, and I ain't shit to hide. If you want me, come and get me, be the one in the hear what you saying and you ain't saying shit. Yeah, I see what you doing, I ain't impressed with it. To keep my attention, got them hard in that. I mean, stick your your chest out, nigga. Must I know who you dealing with? I'm M-I-A-M-E-T-A. You know what they say? I'm a bad bitch, check. Okay, no shit, check. Run circles around you with my eyes closed, check. Seeing is believing, and I stay outside. I'ma be who I am, and I ain't shit to hide. If you want me, come and get me, be the one in the corner. But before you do, say bye to your mother.
Yo, it's B.E. We ain't fit to lose. Yo, you lose, don't get to cruise. Don't get shit confused. Don't get to pick and choose. We go by different rules. Real niggas always hurting me. Don't move until they get the word from me. I pack blaze. We cut through the silence. Yo, I ride with the science. I'm wired for defiance. Yo, alliances fall flat. I snap like a mouse trap. Yo, you lions to a house cat. Yo, the grind's different. Mind's gifted. Spine twisted. Lines encrypted. Divine physics when I scripted. Look, rip with a tight pen. Yo, I might bend dimensions when I write with my right hand. I don't got time, so keep it light, man. I'm the blueprint, the blue frame. I bruise cools with a two frame, two brains fused with a booth. I bang like I'm Wu-Tang, shoot slang through veins, mute lanes with a move swing. Who's king? Prove things, yo, I drag queens.
They wanted to blame the black man for the crack era, but the crack era started in some laboratory by some white man trying to get as high as the monkey. It's all preparations to practice and fixing the world faster than Bo Jackson. I give it to you raw, uncut. I got blasted to point blank range over me trying to help one of my so-called bros, man, with a bag full of cabbage. But this happens when this nigga, he switched up on me. He figured that he can do it way better than me.
Chemical warfare minded, and I'm only trying to make it in this place where many ain't surviving. Different faces for different places. They gave us a black president, wasn't the first in the nation. So knowledge this criminal system is so obvious. I can't walk in their neighborhood without being a suspect. Cops come in my neighborhood and get enough respect. So obey no laws. So Washington I eliminate the enemy right in front of their eyes. You heard me? Cops with God, so don't obey no laws. So Washington I eliminate the enemy eye to eye. Your mankind or my mankind? I'm out here survive, so my mankind and my bloodline will go to the future. Saying you ain't designed. You vicious.
You vicious, homie. Niggas vicious, son. Yo, the mission I understand misfits. Missed me, I missed it. Blind with eyesight, smile, my confusing. I'm giving losers time, mind, and energy. My heart getting sick of me. I'm sorry, Mama Kennedy. My thoughts inside when lies lie, I suppose. Like Alco, Pablo, Diablo, always close. So close to a fortune, I often fall in grace for heaven's sake. When heaven get heavy, yeah, you thorough, I'm thorough. Yeah, my nigga, I'm a demon to a devil, so be easy, let go. Better yet, let no one live. Longevity, 300 million, I'm on Beverly. Look out the window, and it's the end, bro. I got 30 Chevys, they snort coke, and they burn endo. I want dead presidents, I'm looking like Lorenzo. The ball in the end zone, the wrath of my kinfolk.
Suicidal murder, them they steal you with them that run your gun, yeah. Suicidal murder. Suicidal murder, steal you with them that run your gun, yeah. Suicidal murder, suicidal murder.
bag and blaze, son, blaze guns to kill one. I track after track, I make cuts back to back. I smoke and bust just like that. In the pursuit, a major stack. I'm setting dangerous movie tracks. There to sing it to a place you never come back from. Because you can only do this trick once. And drinking gasoline and striking the match. We're dealing nothing but raw facts. The BE mental is very hard to match. We don't have to stay on the attack because they stay killing themselves. But oh well, it's just my organs are sell overseas. Even folks in Australia got love for the BE family. And even the man in China with his rice cake. You know, man, a QB, an Ayo Diggs, a DJ Dig, a Boston West Side, and I be Guns Blaze. On and off stage, I keep them all amazed while they're thinking I'm strange because I'm speaking in different ways.
In the night, that's what we call nigga. In the night, in the night, in the night. We gonna come in the night.
Yeah, kind of hysterical way they think they can match my flow, and just when they think they caught oops, then there I go, in and out of lanes, bringing nothing but flames in the 813, but from the 248. Don't get it twisted, I come close fisted, and what I want, let's believe that I get it. I'm on some bullshit, yeah, I'm the realest. In case you missed it, yeah, I'm me a bitch, me a bitch.
Mine differs the same, I feel ashamed when I mask up. A long trail of victims, I put it in the niggas' wishes. A force of nature, boss and I'm bored of hatred. My life is raw, you could lose more if you faking. They tore soul asunder when hunger made them take it. They stay taking risks to a bitch, strip you naked. Eat to live and die. Think quick, my crooked eye. Blow smoke, chain smoke. Make it soul, so can I. Car hard, car can I. Black loafers, black tie. Gun butt, black eye. 6 foot, black eye. We all targets, my whole half retarded. And we all did it. We in the cloud with it. So don't take it personal. I think he took the purse too. It could have been worse, boo. It could have been worse for you. Niggas ain't merciful. We put in work with food. We put in work with food. We put in work with you.
You can't say, you can't say.
Live and die in Brooklyn. In this lab I cook goons a 4-course meal. My gut made it still 14-5, we never made a deal. I'm sick, I use your bitch for a shield. Days of our lives and I'm trying to make a meal. I got a family, a scammer on chill. Yo, you staying in the sky, your mind on them pills. You only live once, man, for his gump. I paid 2 bands for a sawed-off pump. My gun butt thick, I leave men with lumps. A real Mr. Drummer, you don't see what's coming. Fiend and Shella Easton, they never seen us dumbing. 2 bars, I'll turn a nigga to a mummy.
Cushion and shit, why? Cause I'm that bitch, and if I ride with you, really vibe with you, can't confide in you. And that nigga factor, better slide with you. My girl's been girl since day one. Lace boots, camouflage on some war runs. Run with you, my circle is small. I ain't fuck with people that fuck with y'all. Hell nah, my vibe's too smooth. Everything I do, breaking all the rules. Hey, my vibe's so smooth. Everyone's a target, duck, duck, goose. My rockets turn loose, and they aiming at you. Now what you gonna do?
dial my number, before you knock on my door, I make this all look easy. I'll make it like it's a chore. Catch them all off guard, they ain't ready to catch my spit. I'm hungry for more, and none can handle it. Swear to the goddess, when I put it in hard, I put it in the hardest. If I rock with you, I make you the proudest. I'll be honest, I've been honest, till I'm flowing with the greatest. I'm your empress, not your mistress. They whisper soft till I drop them like a landslide. Puerto Rican thunder got the whole block tongue-tied. I ain't beefing for clout, I'm above your little games, but don't step in my lane if you ain't built for the flames. My team can't help but be ahead of all of y'all. I'ma let your haters know where you stand, and it's not on my pedestal.
What up, y'all? Everybody can hear me? Everybody can hear me loud and clear? Hold on. Yeah. Welcome to Fillmore, y'all. We waiting for Give the Diva and Guns Blaze. Yeah, y'all. So y'all know we in season 4, episode 6. Sorry we wasn't here last Saturday. You know what I mean? We went up and it was at ATL. You know what I'm saying? A hell of a trip. You know, if y'all was watching the live, I think you know, me and Balk and you know the rest of the BE family, I think we already addressed that issue. On another note, you know, shout out to Bob Ferguson, he out here, man. Shout out to the whole Brooklyn family. You know what I mean? All our supporters is welcome to Fillmore, man. Live podcast, uncensored, man. It's lit. And so now we got y'all know who we is. If you don't know who we are already, then I don't know what to tell you. All right. You must be from under a rock or somewhere. If this is your first time, then you're gonna get a full thorough introduction. On another note, we got 2 serious topics because one of the topics that we're gonna be touching is the Supreme McGriff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Wise, Supreme's nephew. I think the documentary is out on Supreme Team and Bimmy and these dudes. If you are interested in this Supreme thing, then check out the soundtrack. Check out the soundtrack to the Supreme thing. Because Brooklyn Empire is on that soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? We got like 4 or 5 cuts. I think we got like 4 or 5 cuts on that. Like a diva, give the diva be up. Where you at, baby girl? You should be popping up in a minute. Let me see. Yeah, there she go. So they got a host, give the diva. So like basically like we were saying real quick, if y'all looking at the Supreme McGriff, you know, the 50 Cent beef with Supreme Team, the documentary is out. Brooklyn Empire is on that. It's on that. We on the soundtrack, and you know, I was just informed no less than a day ago that you know, by Wise himself that the documentary is out. On another level, I gotta make a disclaimer. This is very serious. And I think this is why I touched this subject first, because I gotta do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Listen up. If everybody listening, man, take this to the bank with you. Look, we understand the Supreme era. You know what I'm saying? Supreme was one of the most influential and powerful dudes in Queens, New York. In the 80s, 90s, he was that dude. You heard?
Yeah, definitely was that dude.
Yeah, he was that dude.
Because you had people in Brooklyn hearing about him that didn't even know him. They just heard about him and his team.
While you had teams in Brooklyn, they heard of him. They like they don't know him. They never met him, but they like,
Yeah,
yo, I heard him. The Supreme Team dude, yo, them dudes in Queens getting it.
yes. So one thing we want to say as a disclaimer is that um even though we did the soundtrack, um we're not condoning um Supreme what he did and how he did it and how his team was moving. That has nothing to do with us. You understand? Um, they came to us with an offer, and it was a good offer. And we thought about, that'd be a major move for Brooklyn Empire. With Bimmy and these dudes, they getting up there ratting. It's a whole bunch of shit going on with them, and we letting everybody know that Brooklyn Empire is not tied to that. You know what I'm saying? Even though we have ties with Wise, which is Supreme's nephew. You understand? Supreme's nephew named Wise McGriff. That's our people. We fuck with Wise, hard body. You know what I'm saying? We got pictures with him. I've been in South Carolina with him. You know what I mean? So, but in no shape or fashion that Brooklyn Empire is connected to the Supreme era. And we have to say that because we don't need the feds looking at us. Yo, them niggas is down with them niggas too. No, 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 no. We ain't in your paperwork. We ain't in the courts with you. No, we just fuck with Wise and we did a soundtrack. All right. That's what that is. So for everybody out there, like, yo, Brooklyn Empire, Magnus and them niggas is condoning what was going on and how they did their things, you know what I mean, with Tupac and all these dudes. We ain't got nothing to do with that. You heard? That's their business. And I just hope it works out for them. But I have to say that right now, like, we ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? You got Bimmy up here and these niggas that's a part of Supreme Team now, they ratting on the stage. You know what I mean? They ratting in the
It's
courts,
not
giving niggas
even just
a lot of them.
niggas. I heard there's even lawyers that's involved with the fuckery.
Yes, it
They
is.
got a lawyer down, like a female lawyer that's been shaving money and doing wild shit. Allegedly. We're not
Allegedly.
saying it's factual, but allegedly that's what's being said. That, even one of the attorneys allegedly is like dipping their hand in the cookie jar. So
Yes, yes. You know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure that everybody know that. Now, we can let Diva take this topic if she want to take the next topic, and I can save mine for last, being that she up here. Diva been missing for a minute. She been, working and taking care of family. Okay, we got her in the car right now. Okay, we got Diva in the car. In the car running around on the
Yeah,
street.
I
Yo,
gotta be here. I'm gonna be here, y'all know. But I came in on the last little subject you were talking about, and you said we don't have any affiliations to do with that. We all are working for the Lord.
There's a light back there.
I've been missing for a minute. I miss y'all. I miss everybody. It's good to be back. It's good to be here. I don't know what topic you had, Meg, but my topic for today was feeding your family. How you gonna feed
wow,
your family?
wow.
How you
Because
gonna
that
feed
was
your
gonna be my
family?
topic. Yeah, Diva, go ahead.
Well, we'll tie that up together because I think some people have your screws is not working on all the floors or the elevator is working slow or something not going right here. And I want to take my time and think about it before I talk about my surgeries, before I do. And it's best that I do things out the top of my head. But I was thinking today, it's been on my mind since, if you go back and look on the Gifted Divas podcast from last year, I've been harping on this subject for the longest. I've been telling you all about feeding your families and saving up and buying extra stuff when we grocery shop, with your non-perishable items. What's wrong with getting extra cans of milk for your babies? Because as we all know, WIC does not pay for enough milk as it is. So instead of buying all this junk and stuff that we get for our kids, what's wrong with getting your babies and stuff some extra formula, extra supplies that you need? They say Diva's crazy. I'm lying. That's fine. I don't care. But just the fact of what if. Now you wake up and you said that that person that passed the message that we didn't want to receive it from, it is actually happening. So now you look on social media and you still got the people elevators not working and they say, well, this is a lie. Well, I go online and I can see my stuff and it's coming. It say, don't you know that it's supposed to say that that's when you get your stuff? Yes, that is when it's supposed to be issued. But under the circumstances, it has been suspended. And I don't know. I don't think people understand what you cannot go over rules. I don't care if you like the rules or not. Rules is set. They may be right and they might be wrong. But at the end of the day, like I told y'all last year, the government can do whatever they want to do. We can't do anything, but we're going to conform to it. Either you do or you don't. So now it comes to the fun. What I said, what are you going to do when you can't feed your babies and your kids and your people in the home when you can't feed yourself? How are you going to feed your family? What preparations have you made for yourself and for your families? At the end of the day, despite how we feel about our president, how we feel about our government, how we feel about anything that's going on, at the end of the day, how are you going to feed your family? Despite what you believe in, what religion you're practicing, whoever you say your creator is, how are you going to feed your family? Do you know what hungry people do? We all know some hungry people, and I don't just mean hungry for food. Hungry is just a start. Hungry ain't even a start of it. But if I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. At the end of the road. And I'm gonna eat at any expense of any of cost. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna feed my family. Have we prepared ourselves? Have you prepared yourself? Because when people come to eat, do you know what the wolves do when they come to eat? Because I swear they don't just knock on your door and ask you, do you want to buy some cookies? They're coming in. What preparations are we making for our families to keep us safe?
In light of what Eva said, in light of what Diva said, check this out, y'all.
Families who rely on food stamps or federal SNAP benefits will be cut off at the end of this month. The State Department of Economic Security confirms the funding is about to lapse with the federal government shut down.
More than 900,000 people in Arizona rely on those subsidies. Casey Torres is in studio to break down that number.
Yeah, like you said, that's a lot of people in Arizona that really rely on these benefits. And I want people to take a look at these stats right here, right behind me. Now, these are from the Center and Budget and Policy Priorities. And now the numbers are from last year showing that 1 in 8 people in our state rely on the program. And like Nicole said, that's nearly 1 million people. Now, more than 68% are families with children. And nearly half the SNAP participants in Arizona are below the poverty line, which means these benefits secure the food on their tables. But tonight, the Arizona Department of Economic Security, which gives the federal SNAP benefits to families, confirms no one in the SNAP program will be able to collect their benefits in November. And like we mentioned, that's if the shutdown continues. Now we're told those are the instructions passed.
Now, with what Diva was saying, and now y'all look at that, I want y'all to see something that is very amazing. And this is why, look, let me, because if y'all look at the numbers here, they said 68 of the population is living below the poverty line. Now, if you don't know what the poverty line is, you're gonna be lost.
Meg,
When they say, listen, when they say 68% of the population is below the poverty line, that means that every fiscal year, all these people can make in that year is not even bigger than $500. Do you understand? So when they say 68% out of 100%, African Americans and American Africans and other cultures only make up 16% of the population. So listen, us African Americans and other cultures only make up 16%. So if you're saying that 68% of that 100%, subtracting the 16%, you're telling me that the majority of Caucasian white Americans are living below the poverty line. Now, Diva says something else. How? Now watch this. In Arizona alone, 697,000 families are with children.
Man, we got
Right?
650,000
Now,
people already here in St. Louis, St. Louis, Missouri.
now, and that,
650,000 people.
so you gotta do the math. Now, once they stop this EBT, do you know what it means? Yo, look, this what happens. The EBT and SNAP's benefit, right? That is a federally funded program. Understand this. That's federally funded. So what they do is they make a deal with stores. That's why when you go around the stores and they say, yo, we accept EBT, meaning that what? The store made a deal with the federal government for credit. And they give them real money. You get it? So they say, yo, if they have this card, let them buy their food according to this amount and we'll pay you. That's how you get EBT. Now, I want you to know something else. Two things connect to this. What also connects to this is Section 8, another federally funded program. So if you are living in a Section 8 housing, the HOA, the Housing Authority, and the HUD, Urban Housing Development. Right now, the government is telling them, because of a shutdown, yo, we're not paying you. So now, when you're dealing with the landlord, he got to deal with property managers. So if I got to give this landlord, if I got to give the property manager $2.5 million a year, I got to collect $1,400 from my tenant. The government just said, yo, you ain't even giving me $1,200. So when they come to you now, yeah, so now when they knock on your door and be like, yo, listen, your people didn't pay us. Right? All right, well, listen, you got 30 days, or are you going to pay the $1,300? Now, if you have over 4.5 million people on Section 8, that means within the next 6 months, you're going to have 4.5 million people homeless.
Damn, that number's crazy.
The good old government put that plan in motion. You got hungry people, you take away the food stamps, you mess up the health care, you take away the homeless, and you go. Then you add in the people coming in every state and they removing people and the puzzle just fits together like a piece of puzzle, don't you? But you gotta make other people. People don't want to see the bigger picture. They so
But
busy
isn't
arguing
there
and
a
fighting about
law in
everything that there
place?
is no resolution
There has to be a law in
to the
place.
plan that's going on.
You
Because the
know,
plan that
it
they
has to
got
be
right
a
now, I swear
law
to
in
God, that
place.
one ain't gonna work. I promise y'all it's
Yeah,
not gonna
but
work.
they have a
Don't try
law in
it.
place. There's no
If
way
you
they're
love your
gonna just
families, don't try it because that's
constantly
what they want you
drop
to do. Don't do it.
1 million people homeless out of nowhere.
Yo, listen,
Laws
look,
in place.
watch this. All right, watch this. You see what Mark said? You see what Diva said? See, the thing is this. You can't, all right, look. When this nigga Trump, everybody's savior, when this nigga Trump created DOJ with Elon Musk, when Elon Musk went into the IRS, that's why all the IRS buildings are cut down. They shut down. Right? Now, when you go to this nigga Elon Musk said this government spending has turned the entire United States into a welfare state. See, if I fund the federal program, I get a kickback. Understand? So if I sit there and say, yo, you know what? I'll put 1.4 million to this federal program. So I'll put the million in. So they saying, yo, the taxpayers is paying for this. That is a delusion. How is it possible for taxpayers to pay for EBT in Section 8 when they don't have their income in the first place? So who's paying for it? See? The niggas ain't putting this math together. You got to think what's happening here. Wait a minute. You telling me the taxpayers are paying $7.8 million a year? You bullshitting. That's impossible. Because if that was the case, then that means that the taxpayers can generate enough money to override the government shutdown. They can't do it because the feds is doing that. So now we got to ask the question. You can talk all that you want. When they knock on your door, can you pay this $1,400 a month? No, I can't. You got 30 days. I don't care what you
And let me add in, just because the government is not paying their portion of your rent, if you have Section 8 and you have your portion, still pay it and keep receipts of what you have paid. Keep up your end of the bargain here. Y'all gotta be smarter than this. This is all a plan. Y'all knew this
Nah,
was
that's not
coming. That y'all knew it
gonna
was
work.
coming.
Listen, that's not gonna work. Listen, let me
Pay
tell you
your
something.
portions.
I'm gonna tell you something. That's not gonna work. You know why? Watch this. This is why this is a problem. See, you gotta understand what the problem is. This is not about your. See, the government when you get on Section 8 and you get the
Been
voucher,
there.
you can't. You can only go to low subsidized housing that accept the voucher. Do you understand?
That would be if you
That's
have
why.
to move, though, man.
Watch this. That's why in certain projects, listen, let me tell you something. In certain housing facilities, if your children commits a crime, your child, your son, your daughter, they commit a crime in that housing, and they lock him up or lock her up, the housing authority, HUD, is coming to you and telling you got to move.
Been there, done that, Mag. You speaking to some, you
Now,
talking to the choir here, so check it
I'm
out.
about to
So
tell
this
you,
how this works. So let me
you know
find you
why?
that. It doesn't have to be your child. It
Let
could
me
be
tell
your
you why.
husband or your spouse.
It could be
Anybody in your house
anybody.
that does something
But I'm
wrong,
gonna tell you why. I'm gonna
they
tell you
will send
why.
you that letter.
Nah, listen, I'm gonna tell you why. See, this is the thing. It happened to our projects in Flatbush, Brooklyn. Why? Why is they doing this? I'm gonna tell you why. Because if crime is in a certain neighborhood and it's to a heightened level, what it does is it lowers the property value. Do you get it? Listen, if crime is taking place in this housing authority place, if crime is happening, they lose revenue because it brings down the property value. Nobody want to move there. It's too much crime. So what they're saying is now like, yo, you know what? In order for the government in order for me to get a kickback, I got to kick you out. See, why? Because I can't tell the government now, yo, I want $1,500 for each apartment. Because they were like, yo, your neighborhood is full of crime. We ain't buying that. That's why when you go through certain states, Mississippi, Louisiana, you go to Texas, you go to you see all these rundown neighborhoods. Certain neighborhoods look like straight ghost towns. Why? Because the property value drops so much, ain't nobody gonna move there. So you can't put a store in a neighborhood where there's nobody to buy it. And then you want me to hold up the property value that I got to pay $1.4 million to the fucking government to put a store in a neighborhood with a bunch of people that ain't got no money. Does that make any sense? See?
No,
They
it
ain't got
don't.
no money. They ain't got
Not
no
at
money.
all.
So either you in subsidized housing, right? You're in regulated rent, subsidized housing under Section 8 in a poor neighborhood that has low property value with stores of low grade food and all this other stuff. That's why you got stores selling Newports and selling Lucy's and all. Why are they selling all that? They trying to make that extra revenue because they can't get it back. So it don't make a difference if you're sitting there and you saying, well, yo, you know what? I can still
Yeah,
hold it.
people can't afford it. You're right,
Exactly.
100%.
You see, so
People
when you
can't.
look,
They
niggas
can't
on
afford. They can't afford to survive.
they can't afford it.
From the grocery stores, from the rents, from the landlords pushing them out, to housing court. They can't afford none of it.
They can't afford it. So imagine just walking to the store getting a pack of Franks. So when a pack of Franks probably costing $2.99, $2.35, $2.45 with tax, whatever. Now you're going there to buy a pack of Franks. That shit $5 something, $5.60, $5.70, $5.80, $6 and some change. You see? So if you got a vicious form of inflation, what that means is, when they say inflation, is that we're going to bring up the prices of the food, but we don't bring up the prices of the revenue. So I can't afford it no more. I can't afford it. If the prices of the food go up and you don't give me a balance of my revenue to go up, I can't buy nothing. I'm barely making ends meet. So by the time I feed my children or have to feed the family, I'm already paying rent. I got to pay this rent now, because if not, I'm getting kicked out. And that's at least if I make almost $800, $900 every 2 weeks. At least if I'm making that. What up, Marty? Too good. You understand? So the thing is now, you know, the culture is about to go back to the 80s era. When he talking about, when Trump out here talking about make America great again, he taking us back to the state of Reaganomics. He's taking us back to the state of Reaganomics, where drugs funded the economy. It funded the economy. So what's going to happen to all these families? You see? So on this podcast, man, we talk more than music. We talk more than culture. You understand? Because the crazy part about it is that in this time, we actually, we're going really back to the 80s, man. We really are going back to the 80s. Reaganomics. So don't get mad when you see all these niggas they're on the corner, they selling everything in their mama. But the crazy part about that now is that even that's hitting hard, because now they want to get rid of how you call it? They want to get rid of independent vendors. See, because if you have an independent vendor, like say you got a food truck or something, if you got a particular, how you say it, contract with like a meat company or whatever type of food processing company, you got a contract like that, you can rock it. You can rock it because you got your own import. But being what Trump did with these taps, all this food ain't coming in. So we eating bad food on top of that. You understand? So on top of that, we eating bad food. So the reality of the matter is that if you get these stores, they're looking for cheaper prices to get products in their stores. If Trump put a tariff from all these other countries where we importing 85% of our food, our GDP, it's over for you. How you gonna handle it? You got vets. You got Vietnam vets. You got what's that? The Gulf War. You got vets. They're not even getting their benefits. $700, $800 a month from that vet check. If the government shut down, you ain't getting nothing, my nigga. You know what's about to happen here? We're going back to the 80s. I advise y'all to get some guns. Guns blaze. I advise.
What's up, man?
All of y'all.
My bad, bro.
Don't worry about it.
I fell asleep.
I advise everybody out here to get them some guns. I advise you to get you some guns.
I mean,
because the reality is, when a lot of people really, they haven't experienced the Reagan era. They haven't experienced the Reagan era. And if you wasn't on the streets, and I was on the streets in the 80s. You understand? 84, 80, 83, 84, all the way to 90. I know these streets, man, like the back of my hand. I know this drug game. You understand? I know how niggas start when niggas can't eat and motherfuckers is starving. You gonna have a, don't you think don't you see it's an inflation on drugs as well? And see, and this is a different era. We not in the crack era where we cooking crack in kitchens and all that no more. This is not that era. We're in a worse era because you're in a pill era. This is an opioid era. This is not a crack smoke. How many crack smokers you see you walking by? Everybody on pills. They popping pills like Skittles. They're on pills. The kids is on pills. They're on Zaddies, oxycodone. So now imagine what these pill heads is going to be doing to these pharmacies. It's about to get ugly. They're going to be running up and shit with guns and all the other. They're going to be robbing pharmacies. Running up in niggas' cribs, carjacking is going down. The underground is coming back. You know what the underground was? That's what the Reagan era was. That's why everybody was eating in the 80s. Yo, we was eating in the 80s. Why? Because they wasn't checking crime like that. These people didn't give a fuck about you selling drugs until you start killing people. What happened to Fat Cat in them? Huh? In Harlem. Why did they take them down? Killing people. What happened to Frank Lucas? Killing people. They took them down. As soon as you start killing people, yo, you out of here. What happened to Alpo with them? Them niggas is making them millions a day. What happened? Killing people. As soon as you pull that gun out and blow a nigga brains out, the cops coming for you. It's over. And they'll watch you for years selling drugs, won't do nothing to you. Yo, let that nigga get ahead, man. Everybody gonna get high as long as they ain't out here killing nobody. As long as they ain't out here killing nobody. Yo, let them niggas go ahead. Gotti. What happened with Gotti? Everybody in New York was eating when Gotti was out. What happened? Gotti started killing people. He started killing people. They're coming for you. Oh, this man's a serial killer. He out of here. Go get that nigga right now. Now they sending ATF. They banging down your door, raids and all that. 80s wasn't seeing all that. They didn't give a fuck what we was doing. We was selling crack all through the hood. They didn't care. You know how many times I got caught by cops? You know how many times I got caught by cops with crack on me and they let me go? They used to take it out of my socks, my nigga. Yo, let me tell you something. They used to take it out of my socks and take it, throw it on the floor and stomp it out and be like, yo, get the fuck out of here. That's because I'm
No, that's funny. That's the truth.
Take it right out of my socks. We was rapping, niggas on the corner, we selling drugs all day. As soon as you pull that gun out, and somebody get it's over, they coming for you. And now we're going back to that 80s era. See, the 80s era was all about, look, you got to understand, right? United States is not a country. It's a corporation. It's a capital. Do you know what that means? That means everything and anything is up for business. It's about business. Right. Y'all don't remember Boys in the Hood? Remember when his father took him and said, yo, do you know what this means? Why do you see liquor stores here, gun stores here? They want you to kill yourself. And the best way you destroy people is stop them from reproducing. Yep. And you ain't got to worry about that now. Because you're going to have civilian people turning to crime. Now you're going to turn honest working civilians into criminals just to eat. Yeah. You know how many dogs? You know how many dogs and
they're
cats
doing it to survive. You can't judge them. They're trying to survive because there's no other way for them to live.
You know how many dogs and cats is walking the streets because the owners couldn't take care of them, so they didn't want to put them into a vet because they know after a month that they're gonna put the dog to sleep or put the cat to sleep, so they rather let it go out on the streets. So you got all these stray dogs. You remember in the 80s, everybody used to walk around, used to see all these stray dogs in the street. Yeah. Every hood had a dog everybody knew. Every hood had a dog everybody knew in the hood. He was like one of the niggas. He like one of the niggas. done feed them dogs them big bags of dog food. Motherfuckers is eating cat food. Who will make a difference when tuna fish are like cat food?
That's definitely true. Some people was eating cat food.
Niggas is eating cat
Oh
food, my nigga.
wow.
Ain't nothing to take cat food. Ain't nothing to take cat food and throw that shit in a pot and start frying that shit up with mad seasoning. This shit tastes totally different. Niggas be buy a whole bunch of cat food. Yeah, it's about to get real. It's about to get real. I advise everybody like, yo, look, man. Yo, go get you a gun. Go get you a gun. Protect your family. Because it's going there. It's going there again. And you think the home invasion is anything. Niggas is running on anything right now. Now, what's the problem? How the problem's going to kick in if I can't sell my opioids? If I can't sell no pills, I can't sell no crack, no dope, no coke, or none of that. So, wait a minute. Now, think about this now. ICE is running everywhere. Mia was just driving to work yesterday. She calling me. Mia calling me, yo, listen, ICE got like 7, 8 of these niggas up on the wall right now, about to put them in the van. They're in Florida now. Yeah, they put niggas on the wall. Come here, let's go. Let's go. So you got to think about it. They kicking all these niggas out the country. This nigga Trump them border up the south border. So ain't nothing getting out of here. So that means if nothing is getting out of here, he just blew up 3 boats. Did y'all know? Do y'all see what's going on? Yo, I'm here, man. This ball guns. That's what's up. The bell done. Yo, who is that? I don't recognize the name. The ball don't look. Yo, that's is that CJ? CJ. It's a ball guns. If that's you. So if you look at it, this nigga just bombed 3 boats and killed what? 11, 22. He killed 32 people in a matter of 3 weeks.
Oh, great.
In international waters.
Oh,
so you
great.
could be out your family, you from Mexico, you from Venezuela, and be like, yo, you know what? My father got a boat. My father got a boat. And yo, we gonna go fishing. So you and your father and your kids go fishing. Trump would think that and see that on a satellite and think that shit is a drug boat and bomb and kill you and your family. Now, mind you, this nigga, the Venezuela president, the Venezuela president said y'all just took that as an act of war. Now let me show you something, man. Why does this matter? Why does this matter? If no drugs is getting in the country, the borders are locked up. There's no heroin. There's no cocaine. There's none of that coming in. I hope you know that. So if you ain't getting that being imported, who's on the drugs? Who gonna be out here selling crack and cocaine? Not neither one of you. So what's gonna be the next thing? Pills. Everybody getting high off pills. So who's providing all these pills? The pharmaceutical companies, big pharma. All right, but let's think about it. You ain't even got no Medicaid. So if your Medicaid is fucked up, if they fuck up your Medicare, you ain't going up there getting no medication when you buying 1 pill, and that pill costing $700, $800. The drug company's about to lose money because they about to get robbed.
Big money, and they're not having that. So a lot of things are going to be casualties of war behind that, of them losing the amount of money they losing.
See, you was
trickle-down effect.
Yo, CJ said, yo, Bark, see you was in Florida. How many joints y'all did? We did a couple. They out right now.
We did a few joints. But that's just the icebreaker of what we got going on. Because I got an album coming out in 2026. So everything ain't making an album. Only certain songs are making an album. But I appreciate the love, brother. Salute to CJ. Yo, I think it's time for us to take a commercial and then come back and organize these topics, because we just jumped out in a ball of fire. And I'm feeling under the weather, people. So I apologize. My presence won't be here this weekend. I'll be back next weekend.
because I'm getting over a bad cold and I could
Yes.
barely talk. So I just wanted
He
to let
said,
the
yo,
audience know, you know what I'm saying?
we got you, Boggs. DJ said, yo, glad to see you went out there.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
you know what?
you know.
It said, all right, yo, watch this, right? And because Bog got one of the most anticipated albums out of Brooklyn Empire being waiting for. You know what I'm saying? I spoke about our ATL, but we're gonna go to commercial. We're gonna come right back, and we got some shit to talk about, man. Let me see what I'm working with here.
Salute, people. Be up.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. Hold on. Let me get this right. Yeah. All right. All right, y'all. Here we go. Mute your phones, man.
You can't say.
Living, dying, Brooklyn. In this lab, I cook goons a full course meal. My gut made it still. 14-5, we never made a deal. I'm sick, I use your bitch for a shield. Days of our lives, and I'm trying to make a meal. I got a family, a scammer on jail. Yo, you staying in the sky, your mind on the pill. You only live once, Mac Forrest Gump. I pay 2 bands for a solo pump. My gun butt thick, I leave men with lumps. A real Mr. Drummer, you don't see what's coming. Phoenix, Shella Easton, they never seen us doing. 2 bars, I turn a nigga to a monk.
Cushioning shit, why? Cause I'm that bitch, and if I ride with you, really vibe with you, can confide in. And that nigga factor, best line with you. My girl's been girl since day one. Lace boots, camouflage, on some war run. Run with you, my circle is small. I ain't fuck with people that fuck with y'all. Hell nah, my vibe's too smooth. Everything I do, breaking all the rules. Hey, my vibe's so smooth. Everyone's a target, duck, goose. My roots turn loose, and they aiming at you. Now what you gon' do? Bitch, move.
Brainstorm just a little more before you dial my number. Before you knock on my door, I make this all look easy. I'll make it like it's a chore. Catch them all off guard, they ain't ready to catch my spit. I'm hungry for more and none can handle it. Swear to the goddess, when I put it in hard, I put it in hardest. If I rock with you, I make you the proudest. I be honest, I've been honest till I'm flowing with the greatest. I'm your emperor, not your mistress. They whisper soft till I drop them like a landslide. Puerto Rican thunder got the whole block tongue-tied. I ain't beefing for clout, I'm above your little games. But don't step in my lane if you ain't built for the flames. My team can't help but be ahead of all of y'all. I'ma let your haters know where you stand, and it's not on my pedestal.
But it's not with you. You can't say
All right, y'all. Yo, we back with it. Yo, I wanted to touch on something real quick, and this is something that I personally experienced, and I think it could be really enlightening for people because I gotta say this, right? I grew up around some official men. I mean, I grew up around men. I was raised by men. You understand? They didn't really allow me to how you said they didn't allow me to act out immaturely. They enforced on me to be mature about my life. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if that make any sense, but this is they taught me maturity, making me emotionally mature, mentally mature. They made me emotionally mature to look at something for what it is. And when I was in ATL, when all of us is at ATL, me, Mia, Guns, DJ Diggs, Bog Ferguson, and we went out there. I learned something from people that I would consider weak-minded, weak emotion, weak experienced people. And this is the first thing I've noticed, right? I don't know how people are gonna take this, but I'm gonna say it this way. My first advice is this, man. Whatever your endeavors are, you got people that will give you advice, and if it fit, you can take it. If it don't, it don't sit with you. It don't sit. But it's one thing I learned what people do, man, and it's so prevalent. It's almost sickening to the stomach. And you know what it is? I said it once and I say it again. A lot of times, people don't mind you doing good. They have no problem with you doing good.
Right.
They got a problem with you. They got a problem with you doing better than them.
Better than them.
Number two, a lot of people have a belief about you. Listen carefully. A lot of times, a lot of people have a belief about you. And what that does is they begin, with that belief they have in their mind, they begin to limit your abilities. So when you start to succeed above their perception of you, all of a sudden you become a problem. Yo, wait a minute, man.
Wow.
Yo, y'all don't know. Y'all, am I making any sense? Yo, look, let me show you something, man.
Yeah, a lot of sense.
People will have a belief about you, and that belief could be grained in their head. And they put time frames on you. And this time frame, this person did this, they do that. You have a pattern of behavior they see. So all of a sudden, they started believing that this is who you are. They never seen you get a different opportunity for a different type of version of yourself to come out. So what happens is when you get around other people that see your potential and see your talent, and they start to bring it out of you, these former ones, the former ones that got that belief in your head, you become a threat to them and the ones you're dealing with. That's bringing this out you. Am I making any sense here?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Keep going.
So what they do is they don't see and know how to utilize your talents to aid them to reach the same level. So they would talk down on all your endeavors to keep you from rising out of the situation they want to keep you in. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And that is the quickest way to failure. I'm in multiple forms. The majority of the times, Listen, the people that hate you, that really got some hatred for you, or like, y'all don't like this motherfucker, I don't like that bitch, they hate you from a distance. Listen carefully. The people that really don't like you, they nowhere near you. The people that really don't like you, they got hatred for you, they always in a distance. The ones that are envious of you is sometimes closest to you.
1976 Driftwood Trails Drive, Florissant, Missouri. Do you want to start guide
They're
now?
trying to stop your growth and development.
Navigation started in 1976 Driftwood Trails Drive.
By blackballing you. They'll blackball you to everybody else so you don't rise beyond that situation and you'll never know what's happening.
Right.
So I ain't gonna use that. I ain't gonna do that. So I'm gonna go through these people and this is what happens in the industry. You nice musically, you nice artistically, you nice. So instead of helping you reach to another level, they would strive their hardest to keep you from succeeding. So you don't rise beyond that.
Right.
That's what happens in the industry. So don't think that don't happen in the street. Don't think that ain't gonna happen with people closest. Misery don't love company. Misery needs company.
Right.
So I gotta rewind that for the people in the back.
Yeah, maybe you should.
What do they say? Yo, misery love company. Misery have no love. That's why it's called misery. And it don't need company. It will exist to its nature. If you come in contact with miserable souls, they're going to keep you in a state of depression, sadness, anger, resentment, frustration, and malice. Because they don't want you to succeed higher. I don't want you to leave me. I don't want you to leave me. Because if you start talking to other people, you may start to see who I really am outside of what you thought I was. Oh. If you get around different people that start enlightening you, I don't like that because it's going to start enlightening you to look at me. And then you're going to start wearing my value. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Don't do that. You're a little bit too far.
Yo.
Who told you that?
Yo, if you tell somebody an idea you got, right? You know what the first thing that you're supposed to have, or the first thing to say out their mouth to you?
Yeah.
Yo, that's the idea. Okay. That's what you want to do. All right. You know what? I may not agree with your tactics. I may not agree with your methodology, but I'm going to support you 100%. That's the conversation you want to have. Yo, I may not agree the way you want to go. I may not agree with your methodology. I may not agree with the tactic you're using. But because it's you and I love you, don't worry about it. I'm going to give you all the support you need from my end. You understand?
Nice.
Why we don't hear that? Why we don't hear that?
You see the people? Because you see the people you selling your business to. Shit, did you hear the conversations that they had before you told them about your idea? What you thought yours was going to be different because y'all supposed to be friends?
Turn right.
Oh, you thought it was going to be different, huh?
Then
you thought you was different, huh?
It is on your right.
Hey, man, I'm finna make
You
these
thought
new
you was
shoes,
different,
man. Your feet gonna feel like they walking on clouds. This sound good, but well, you know,
you thought you was different, huh?
But did you?
You thought you was an exceptional nigga, huh?
Yeah. Y'all just had a whole conversation about the next person, about what they finna start and what they doing, and you had a whole
Oh my
conversation with
God.
them. They went there. But not because you thought you was cool, it was gonna be different. No, it don't work like that. But it sound nice though.
Yo, have y'all have y'all have y'all ever heard of the word identification?
Mhm.
Everybody heard of that, right?
Right.
Identification. Now, you ID yourself, right? Cops pull you over, yo, give me your ID. So you know what that means. All right, cool. But in psychology, it has a whole different tense. In
Really?
psychology, identification don't mean that. It means that a person in psychology, identification, it means that a person have experienced so many failures in their life that they start to idolize other people, and then mentally and emotionally they start identifying with them. Do I gotta
Hmm.
rewind that?
No, I
Yo,
got
check it
you.
out.
Dang, I
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
good
You got
definition.
you got to rewind it.
I gotta rewind that, right? Watch
I had
this,
a
Yeah.
good definition for that one.
right? What happened? What happened?
My
See, what
bad.
happens is that they assimilate themselves with a person they think they can relate with, and whatever that person goes through, they go through it. Yo, you see what happened to LeBron James? Yo, you see what happened to that nigga? Yo, they did that nigga. Why'd you so emotional about a nigga you never met? Because he's mentally and emotionally identifying with him.
Because it happened to me. So you say, what year? I know you since you was 2. I ain't seen you break your knee leg.
Yo,
Yeah.
don't speak nothing about no fucking Nicki Minaj. That's my girl. You don't even know that, bro. She don't even know you exist. Why are you
Yes,
identifying
you
with
do.
this girl? Why why are you identifying with this girl's personal life?
It's funny that you should say that. We had a
Has
grown
nothing to do
man
with you.
get in our truck with our CD when it first came out. Was that Pink Friday, whatever? He said, "Nigga,
Pink
put this
Friday.
in." He said, "Put this in, man. We're not finna listen to no fucking Nicki Minaj. What's wrong with you, nigga?" He said, "Nigga, you can't say nothing about Nicki Minaj. That's my girl, nigga. You don't even know. You don't even know. You, man, it's like 3 songs on her. Fuck is you talking about it? You a whole grown ass man. And why you got her CD in your pocket is even more what I'm worried about. So I listen to it everywhere I go. Word.
Oh,
Shit.
Now see
oh,
that. Now see. Now I know why you act like you act. I'm gonna leave that right there. David said, y'all go ahead on.
because y'all finding people that's identifying with people, and you turn these people into your icons to the point that is their failures is yours. And now what happens is,
Right.
I'm gonna tell you the reverse though. See, because it's just not the fact of the identification. What happens is when they start the identification, they go so deep into it that they start to belittle their own talents. They'll
Wow.
belittle their own potential.
They
They'll
got to. You
belittle
can't be 2 people at
their
once.
own. You can't be 2 people. So you will live your life, what we call living your life vicariously through somebody else.
Yeah.
This nigga got $500 million. You ain't even got $20 in your pocket. How the fuck you living this nigga life? My nigga, you dreaming. My nigga,
Yeah,
you
I'm
bugging.
doing it.
You bugging. So you know what I'm saying? You ain't even got $5 in your pocket. This nigga got
See,
100
they
million.
they hear
Fuck
you
you
say that,
talking
they
about?
gonna say you hating.
They're gonna say I'm hating. See? 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 Why do I gotta be hating? And I'm glad Diva said
Right.
that. You know
Cause
why?
you're
You
not
have
going
no
for this
choice.
yoki though.
Nah, it's a form of deflection. Remember that word we used before? Deflecting.
Mm-hmm.
I throw emotional, psychological smoke bombs so it don't resonate with me what you said.
Now,
You
how
say
about this
something
one?
to me
I'm working
that
so hard. You don't believe the lie I'm telling. What's wrong with you? You don't see what I'm doing here? You're not going for this?
so the nigga throw emotional smoke bomb just so it won't resonate with him. In other words, if you gave me good advice and I don't want to hear it, I'm gonna throw some
Mm-hmm.
other shit out there so it don't stick in my mind after we leave. That's called
Damn.
deflection.
Shit, they didn't
See?
already agree with they said that you weren't talking about them no way. Shit, this nigga lying. Do you hear this shit this talking? See, that's why we don't like going over there.
That nigga bugging. So you hear the shit the nigga talking about? See? Now they're gonna deflect it. Throw the emotional smoke bomb and run through the gas. I ain't hear shit this nigga just said. You get it?
They say, man, who the fuck Shorty was talking to, dog? Nigga done talking about me, nigga. Shit, I got money up the racks, nigga. Fuck is he talking about, nigga? I got this 1972 Cadillac out here. What the fuck is he talking about, nigga?
And that's how you know we talking about you. See? That's why I put in the description unscented. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to Feelmore. We about to expose this shit because a lot of you niggas that's gonna see this, get out these weirdo behaviors you got, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you in a state of poverty, if you ain't making $100,000 a year, you're impoverished. Understand that. If you ain't making $100,000 a year, you're impoverished. The most, even if you're making $50,000 a year, that can't even pay the rent for the whole next 10 years. So let's get it correct. All right. So if you look at it, my nigga, stop living through other people and look at your life and see where your talents lies at. Because us identifying with so many other individuals to the point where our life is not even in proper order and decorum. Because we live vicariously through other people. This motherfucker, that motherfucker, this nigga, that nigga. Man, fuck all that. What are you doing? Yeah. When the last time you picked up a basketball, nigga? When the last time you picked up a basketball? You can't even get out the bed. You want to talk about what the nigga LeBron James doing. You don't even know this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I just played 2K last night, though. What the fuck you talking about? I bounce the ball all the time.
Yeah, and every time I play 2K, I use LeBron. Right? Right? But it's crazy. And when you look at these mental issues, there's nothing worse. Listen, there's nothing worse than being in prison in your own mind. You know why in Greek mythology they always hated Pandora? Pandora's box.
Because she always had a box.
You know why they hated? You know why they hated her box? Because Pandora got out. You get it? She stopped thinking within the box. That's what Pandora box represent. The society, the Greek philosophical society was oppressing women. And Pandora, the real Pandora, she was look, the real Pandora was a high class call girl. She was a high class call girl. With that box. She had that box, right? Yo, she was the Marilyn Monroe of that era. But you know what Pandora started doing?
Yeah, that box was.
She started charging.
She didn't extort him. She started exposing the Grecian philosophy of homosexuality. So she like, yo, a lot of these men that you think is having sexual relations with me is not. These men aren't men. Because that I ain't going into that. But what I'm pointing out is this. She was showing that the Greek philosophy was that men were more pure than women. So they only used women for procreation, but they was ashamed that when they have sex with women like Pandora. And she came out was like, yo, listen, you women out here going crazy for these men, and they want each other. And she started exposing it. So you know what they did to Pandora? Oh.
Get back in this box.
Oh. And that's exactly what they did. You know what they did? She fled from Greece and went into Sicily. They hunted her down from Greece to Sicily. They hunted her down. They flogged her whipped her. Yo, they ripped her. They whipped her so bad till they tore the skin off her back. Listen, they whipped this girl so bad till they ripped the skin off her back. And they took her. They whipped her so bad she died. She bled out right there. Right? Her body went so numb. You know why people love massages on the back? Because it's where most of your nerves at that connects your entire body. It's in your back. A lot of people don't know that. But they whipped her so bad that they numbed her body to the point she just bled out and died. And they still wasn't finished. So you know what they did for? You know what they did to her? They cut her body up into pieces. They cut her body up, mutilated her, cut her body up into pieces. They put her brain in a glass jar and then took the pieces of the body and locked it up in a box and hung it from the ceiling of the cathedral. That's how much they hated her. They put her brain in a glass jar, in a clay jar. They put her brain in the jar. They took her body and hung it from the ceiling in a box. So you get the myth. So you see how we call people today? Yo, you rat bastard, snitch motherfucker. So back in the day in Greece, when you was out there, you talk about you was a whistleblower, they be like, yo, this fucking Pandora ass nigga. See? You a Pandora nigga. Meaning what? You're a rat. And we're gonna mutilate you for it. They hung this girl's body in parts.
You're right.
In a box. What they got to do with us now? When you expose, when you highlight wayward thinking, bad behavior, negative behavior. When motherfuckers just run around here doing all type of shit, and you start speaking out about it, oh shit.
Yep.
This nigga talk too much.
Get him.
All right, question. What do you think people will take more of a problem to? Me exposing the way you think or exposing your behavior? See, behavior happens in moments. Think, what do this nigga or this broad don't want me to do? Do you want me to expose your behavior or you want me to say something about the way you think? What is more sensitive? Because the way you think is very intimate. Motherfucker rather be able to like, yo, listen, man, just take me to court for what I did. That's why you think people don't like to go to a psychiatrist? Because you can get inside my mind.
After 0.3 miles.
You can get inside my mind.
Most people don't like to hear the truth about themselves, so they're going to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah, because the truth going to come out in the way I think. See, the thing is, I can sit there and say, yeah, that was my bad. I did a bad act, whatever. But if you start attacking my thinking, that's too intimate for me to accept. Feel me? Yo, you know why your life this way? Why? Because of the way you think. What you mean? Why you think this? You think that? You take all these things as concrete? That's not concrete. Those are perceptions. But the reality is, you rather me judge your behavior than judge the way you think. So what do they hate about Pandora so much?
Yeah.
That they mutilated her like that. She just didn't expose the acts. Said these people were psychotic. Pandora to be a call girl, a prostitute. She had a lot of psychology. Yo, wait a minute. These things. That's how she manipulated all to the Greek society. She understood the psychiatry. Yo, these niggas is crazy. You got to talk to him like this. You got to talk to that one like that. If you look at Machiavelli, what Machiavelli's whole book was about psychology. People do not like if you know how they think.
You're right.
Anybody that feel vulnerable if I can lock you down. That's why there's a big problem with zodiac signs. Because zodiac signs has nothing to do with the horoscope. Horoscope and zodiac signs is two different things. The zodiac sign is going to give me a detailed understanding of your personality based off the way you think. So, in my opinion, this era is the most dangerous era. This era that we all living in right now is the most dangerous era because it's the era of information. And there's so much authentic, of truthful and authentic information starts to get to people. They start thinking different. And if you get them to start thinking different, they start acting different.
So that's why they're passing out misinformation and a whole lot of it too.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that people will believe the misinformation before they believe the correct information. They will fight you about it. Accept the misinformation than the correct information.
Yo, and you see what you said, Diva? What was the first form of misinformative propaganda? What did Hitler do to the Jews? How did he get away with doing that to these European Jews? You know what he did first? He created a campaign of disinformation about the nature of the Jew. You get it? For instance, if I run around to people and I say, yo, you know what? Diva and Guns is buying up all these damn stores. Why couldn't the fact just be that y'all got money and y'all trying to start business? But for me to get people to hate you, I'm going to go tell them, yeah, Diva and Guns bought all these stores and they ain't hiring none of y'all because they don't like you.
Oh, yeah,
So if a person go to your store and be like, yo, you know what? I want to get hired by your store. You said no. All of a sudden, now I got merit because I'm gonna believe what he said because they didn't hire me now. Now I got an issue. See? Yeah, you're right, son. You're right. Fuck them motherfuckers. See? This is what they did to me. Now you see.
He said, she said, misinformation. You can't go. You didn't take time to go find out for yourself. Misinformed people listen to misinformed information coming from misinformed people.
Yo.
And they usually live in misinformed life too. Watch this.
Yo, y'all want to know something? And you see what you said? Because people are misinformed. I think that a major issue we have. It's not the nature of the misinformation, y'all. It's the fact that many of us are not thinking. I'm gonna show you what I mean, right?
That part.
We're
not thinking. Yo, look. Remember that time we was talking about the children that was getting they say the so-called 300 children getting kidnapped or missing over here and all that. And when we sat back, we said, yo, wait a minute. Hold on. Something's not adding up. What do you mean? You talking about 300 children? Matter of fact, have you ever seen 300 people at one time?
Right? 300 children. I don't even like 3 kids in the house at the same time. 300 children.
So I'm thinking now. Now, have you ever seen 300 people at one time? You know how that look? All right, now watch this. So you telling me ICE. We got two things going on. The borders of the United States is locked up, right? The borders is locked up. Number two, ICE is running all through the United States. Ain't not one ICE member found 200, 300 children, 20 children. Where the 300 parents of these kids getting out there beefing all over social media that their kids are being taken? Something is not adding up. And if the United States locked, we got a ban on 37 countries. So you definitely ain't taking on no boat, you ain't taking the children on no plane, and you definitely ain't getting out of the country if you taking some car to some border. So where's all these 300 children?
Not even miss.
Nigga, who you lying to?
You get Oprah on the phone.
Think about where these 300 children at. They're trying to throw a propaganda that make you think a certain way. And my book is called Fear Mongering. It's called Fear Mongering. Mongering fear. Throw a bunch of whole disinformation out there. So a whole bunch of people believe it. And now nobody want to run outside off of isolated incidents that's looking like a cluster of an event. Yo, they did it here, they did it here, they did it here, they didn't. No, they didn't. That was isolated incidents. Ain't none of those things connected. So how are you grouping all of this together as one issue? There's a problem. So misinformation, disinformation also contribute to these weird characters we got. These weird behaviors, these weird wayward forms of thinking. Yeah. It contributes to it. And it has to be addressed. Niggas is lying to niggas, man. Remember, we didn't have social media 40 years ago. So what was social media? If we didn't have social media 40 years ago,
word of mouth.
The word of mouth, TV, and newspapers. Right? Unbelievable.
Yes.
Unbelievable, man. I'll be thinking that sometimes, you know, they say the mother, right? The mother of a child. They say the mother of a child, when that child is in the womb of its mother, we don't recognize that the baby is literally in a sack of water. I never really think about this. The baby is literally wrapped in a bag of water. Hold on, man. The baby is literally wrapped in a bag of water. It can't smell. It can't see. All it does is hear and feel vibrations. That's why when the baby come out the womb,
babies can see light.
Hold on, I'm gonna show. They see shadows. They can't see. They see shadows. Matter of fact, we call them apparitions. It's a different form of sight, though. It's not seeing like me and you see. That's why their eyes come out cream colored. It look like they got cataracts. But one thing the baby does know, from the time of its being conceived, all it feels is vibration. Hold on now. All that baby feels is vibration. 24/7. For 9 months. All it feels is vibration.
Sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, why? Listen.
Because you finna debate this with a woman, so I'm asking, are you sure?
Watch.
You'll be surprised what the baby can do now, because it's more than that, but go ahead on now.
I'm gonna give you the proof for it. I don't talk without reference, right? I'm gonna show you something.
Because remember, they can cry, so they gotta have more than just vibration.
No, not even. Now, we're not even talking about outside the womb. We're talking about in the womb.
No, this is in the womb. Babies cry inside the womb. Come on now,
They
you
use
talking
a
to a
lung.
woman now. Come on now. You want to go there? Go ahead now.
They can make vibrations, but they don't have a sound. Water don't make sound. It's
Babies
impossible.
cry, Meg.
All right,
Come
watch
on, you
this.
gotta
Yo,
avenge
check this
yourself
out.
now.
I ain't
Get
saying it.
some other women on here now. Get on there.
Listen. Have you ever went underwater yourself and yelled?
I sure did.
You make that bubble sound, right? Because that's air out of your lungs that makes the bubbles in the water. A baby don't have air in the lungs. It's breathing water. See, you gotta understand. So if it cries, it rumbles. So listen, when a baby cries in the womb, it rumbles.
I don't know about that, man, but I heard you.
Hold on, listen. Many women, there's 6 billion women on the planet, right? There's more women on the earth than there is men. Facts, right? The point is actually not what the baby crying, because many women got different versions of pregnancy. Some women had sex with one man, and that night they said they knew they was pregnant. Everybody has a different experience.
Yeah, we do, because you can
You
feel it. Yep.
So I'm not trying to challenge and battle or debate the phenomenon. What I'm trying to say is this is what is traditionally understood from the childbirth since we was known as human beings. A baby is surrounded by water. Simple. It's a fact. You can't argue that. Now, what the baby does in the sack of that water is different. I'm not talking from the perspective of the baby. I'm talking from the perspective of what the baby is receiving. Listen carefully. See, the only thing that baby is receiving is 2 things. The mother's heartbeat. It only experiences 2 things. The mother's heartbeat, her voice. That's all one, her voice, her heartbeat. And anytime she encounters some form of vibration. So the baby knows rhythm. Our ancestors in the 2nd trimester of a female being pregnant, you know what they used to do in Libya? You know what they did in Kemet, what we call Egypt? When she got in her 2nd trimester, the father would sit in front of her till she fell asleep and read her books. The father would just read the mother books while the baby's in the womb. Before you know it, the baby coming out, the fucking genius. Be like, yo, he done trained the baby from the womb through vibration. The baby knows. Let me show you how sharp this is. Couple of years ago, maybe about 4 or 5 years. If my mother up here now, she probably here right now, right? If my mother up here. I called my mother a couple of years ago. I said, yo, listen, man. Yo, I keep having this dream of a I Love New York t-shirt. Yellow shirt with a red heart with an arrow through it that said, I love New York. I remember it vividly. You know what my mom's told me? She said, yo, I'm going to hang up the phone. I'm going to call you back. I want to put your grandmother on the phone. So we're in a 3-way. I'm like, what you going to get my grandmother for? So I want to put your grandmother on the phone. My grandma gets on the phone, thank God. Boom. Yo, Mom, listen what Mag had to say. Yo, Mag, tell her what you told me. Yo, Ma, I keep having this dream about this I Love New York. You know what my grandmother said? Your mom's collapsed. Listen, she said your mom's collapsed when she went in the lay with you. And I heard her when she collapsed, meaning my mother. My mom fell out unconscious. I don't know why. The pain was overbearing. She just fell out, right? They rushed her to the hospital. You know what shirt my mother had on? The yellow I Love New York shirt.
New York shirt.
With the heart, with the arrow through the heart. I'm having visions of it. So basically, my mother's telling me, yo, that's the shirt I had on the day you were born. And deep in my subconscious is there. We don't forget. But what is the point of what I'm saying? I don't want to lose a point. The desired point. A lot of shit that we go through as human beings is constantly being transferred to us. So a lot of us do crazy shit that we don't know why we do it. And then we get scared when somebody can read that inside your mind and detail why you act that way. It ain't hereditary. Genetically, it could be sometimes, certain characteristics. But 90% of the time, you got the power to develop your character. After the age of 7, why they trying to put a law right now in the United States saying they want to allow children to do hard labor at the age of 12? They're trying to put a law now. Kids at 11 years old, 12 years old, picking up guns, know a gun better than you do. They learning 10 times faster. Now you got to think about it. What was the environment passing down to that child? So now I got to look at mine. Why the fuck I think and act? Because of you. Now I got to reevaluate this whole shit now. My behavior, my character, my personality, my thinking processes. I got to question the sources now. Because the influence was not positive. So from my birth to my birth, from me going from the stomach to the coming out the womb, I have a positive environment. I ain't seen nothing but greed, larceny, hate, malice, abandonment, neglect. You done raped me, man. And then you wonder why I'm a serial killer. Wonder why he's a womanizer. Right. Why she acting like a hoe? I don't blame her. This shit can be trained in the womb. We talk about little kids coming out twerking. Do you see the little girl on the wall twerking? Y'all ain't see that?
No, I didn't.
The moms, I think she was feeling her little daughter with her friends. They was in a little party. The little girl had the mic twerking. Hold on, man.
You just said what?
Oh, right there.
They had a whole gang of them in McDonald's clowning.
Oh shoot, we got some beautiful bean footage. Yep, there it goes. Yeah. Oh, that beautiful bean footage.
Where is that?
I knew it. I knew it.
Nah, they won't show it.
Down every corner now.
Nah.
They won't show it. But I'm gonna tell you something, right? I may have to. Is this the one? Because it's the most craziest thing you'll see. And I'm like, yo, wait a minute, man. I never seen no shit like this in my life. And they had this little girl. She had listen, she could have been no older than almost 3 years old. She was like 3 years old, little black girl. She was like 3 years old, I think maybe 4. 3 years old. She was standing on a wall now with these big speakers playing and got 3 other little girls on each side of her with a microphone. And she's singing a Sexy Red song, twerking. This girl was like 3 years old. She got 6 other little girls. It looked like they was at a birthday party or something. But she got 6 other girls, little girls like 2 years old, 3 years old. and they on each side of her, twerking and dancing with her. Off a Sexy Red song.
Jesus. Great.
But you want to know, you want to know what I would ask though?
Just great.
What's the difference now? Why is this so shocking now? Why? Why is this so shocking now? Y'all don't see the difference?
Well, I've never seen it.
The difference is we got camera phones now. We got camera phones now. You get it?
Hey, yeah, dude.
At any given time on the planet, somebody got a phone. At any given time on the planet, somebody got a phone in their hand. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so almost 30 years ago, that was almost unheard of. Unless you was like one of us, but I had the big Motorola.
Before
It's
that,
feeling like a
we had
suitcase.
parents that told you to stop that. They let you dance, but when you went to look for it, what they say, stop that little fast dance and stop that. Are you going too far? It was taught, it was controlled.
Yes,
They
yes.
stopped that. They stopped that. I told you we on that modernized living,
Why?
modernized ideas.
Because it desensitized us. It desensitized us. You know what desensitizing means? The first time you see something that shocked you, the second time you seen it, you be like, I seen that already. By the third time you seen it, you be like, yo, that's normal. That's how media works. It
Yeah.
desensitizes you. It shocks your sensitivity. It shocks your sensitivity, and then by the second time you accept it.
I ain't said nothing. I still feel
Think about
the
it.
same.
You know who did this? You know who was a master at that? You know who was a master at that? When he
The
died, he
DDP.
died.
No, no.
When he died $2.8 billion rich.
I know you better not say who I think you're finna say.
That nigga was so powerful.
'Cause he ain't
He
got
was
nothing to do with
so
this
great,
person.
yo. The nigga was so strategic with his shit. When he died 2.8 billion.
They'll be talking about you, yeah, man. Don't you say
Nope,
Michael.
nope.
We ain't saying no black people. No, we're not doing that tonight.
No matter of fact, the nigga was so strong. Oprah tried to sue this nigga. This nigga was so strong. Oprah sued him and lost. The nigga was so strong. Oprah sued the nigga. Yo, I ain't having it. I'm sticking this nigga to court. Judge like, get out of here.
Yeah.
We ain't jacking it. Get out of here. You gotta hold that down. Gotta hold it down. He opened it up for everybody, my nigga. When he died 2.8 billion. A master at what he did. Who? Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer
Diva
was the
said nothing
only
about Jerry Springer. Diva
yo,
said nothing about Jerry. I had nothing to do
yo,
with that comment.
Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer was so effective. He was so effective that everybody he exposed, he never judged or challenged them. He gave them a platform to expose themselves. And he did it on 3 fronts. To those that you are sensitized about homosexuality, he brought them up there and let them express themselves, never judged them. It became a platform for the guts of the world. He dug in the guts. Yo, let it out. Yeah, I've been fucking my uncle. Yeah, I've been fucking my sister. Yeah, I've been fucking my niece. Today, lovers battle out and saying they have incest. He was the first social media.
Oh.
What's the You can type it up. You go on there, YouTube. What do you type up? Jerry Springer. Just put the word surprise. What do it mean? What will come up? Surprise. I'm a man. He desensitized people. Ew. Oh. So one part of the crowd is booing. The other part of the crowd is clapping. So now he got 10 shows like that, 15 shows, 20 shows, 30 shows. Now nobody care about it no more. So now when a girl come up there, she say, yo, I'm a lesbian. We love lesbians. We love lesbians. See?
Right.
Now he done flipped the whole psyche that fast. So he already promoting homosexuality with the girls. It desensitized females. Dangerous. This nigga's dangerous, man. I'm like, yo, you see what this dude did? Oh, shit. Maury tried to go down that road. Maury Povich. His wife told him. You don't remember Maury Povich used to have the shows? Can you tell if it's a man or a woman? Maury Povich is married to Kati Chong, the Channel 7 news anchor. That broad told him, listen, if you keep promoting this, I'm divorcing you. He cut that shit right out. Jerry Springer conquered it. Oprah sued him for it. That's how much, y'all, his ratings, Jerry Springer ratings was through the roof. Through the roof. And one day, in one show, Jerry Springer grossed 75 million. In one show, he had grossed 75 million. If 68 of the population is living below the poverty line, do the math. Hold on. If 68% of the population of the United States is living below the poverty line, then who the fuck was watching Jerry Springer shows when everybody's supposed to be at work? His show came on 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning. You're supposed to be at work by then. If you ain't at work by 8:30, 9 o'clock, you late. You telling me they was watching Jerry Springer? So, who's the new Jerry Springer?
TV on.
Who's the new Jerry Springer? Social media. A monopoly. Don't you know right now that Hollywood is leaving and going to the UK? They say Hollywood right now looks like a desert land. You know why? Wow. Because a lot of these stars made deals with the streaming companies now. Hollywood is having a problem making money because ain't nobody really want to go to the movie theater when you can watch it in your 76-inch screen TV in your house.
That's what motherfuckers do, man.
Plus, we got Tubi now.
Think about it. Why would you go to the movie theater and fear somebody shooting up the movie theater doing something crazy when I got an 85-inch screen TV and watch the same movie in my house with my own popcorn? I ain't going to no movie theater. You ain't taking my $10. I can watch this shit for free. Right? So what Hollywood gonna do? They need to open up another market because the United States is finished. They can't eat over here. The UK is the best place to go because they're going to welcome Hollywood. And all the actors that Hollywood kicked out that the UK is putting in their movies going to link up right back with Hollywood in the UK. The whole economy is about to flip, my nigga. So if you look at this, all of this is connected, man. All is connected. We have predecessors to the madness that we're experiencing right now. And we wonder why all these niggas got all these weirdo behaviors. Come on. Half these niggas' moms was born in the 80s and the 70s. No, matter of fact, now they was either born in the 90s, the middle 90s, or the early 2000s. They ain't got a clue about history.
Right.
What's good? Who that, Lady Poet? That's Lady Poet. What's good, boy?
What's happening?
I don't know, man. I think we're gonna have to how you say it? Become Pandora. Because Trump is trying to stop that now. All that it ain't even about freedom of speech. It's about if you say anything against me, I'm coming for you.
So you can sit that freedom of speech away. You better watch your mouth. What you say?
I'm coming for you. Say anything about me, I'm coming at you. That's how he on it. You say anything about me.
And
That
speaking
nigga
of him,
Scoop
did y'all hear about him getting did y'all hear about him being crowned the Messiah?
Oh.
Yeah, I need to send that to you right quick. Yeah, he was given a crown with I think the 7 jewels on it, and he was crowned named the Messiah. I want to say about I don't want to misquote, but I'm gonna get the information. I'm gonna send it right over to you. Yep, he sure did. It happened the other day. They don't want to talk about that. Yep. He's at the
All right,
light.
I'm gonna ask.
I thought that was Jimmy right there.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm gonna ask y'all a question real quick, right? When Trump was being interviewed by a newscaster, he made a statement. And he said, listen close, smart people don't like me. Hold on, do I gotta rewind that? This nigga said, smart people don't like me. Yep. Did this nigga just say smart people don't like him?
What?
Smart people don't like you? Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm at.
Wow, that's deep. All right, so who do like you then?
That's wow.
Wait a minute, wait. Wait a minute.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold a goddamn minute. Start shit that I've been had it all lesson. Wait a minute. Yo, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. You telling me this nigga said smart people don't like me?
Mm-hmm. So you gotta be stupid to like this fool.
So he said in reverse, only stupid people like me. What is the synonyms? All right.
Oh my.
Look. What is the synonyms to smart? Intelligent, insightful, brilliant, authentic, ingenuity, all these positive accolades. Now, what can you give me a synonym of stupid, imbecilic, moronic, immoral, uneducated, dense, foolish, clumsy, neglectful. So you telling me the only people that like you is people that are imbecilic, moronic, stupid, foolish, dense, uneducated, and unenlightened. If this nigga said, hold on, wait.
Wow.
I hope y'all, man, caught on to tonight's show. I see it, Diva. I hope
ain't
y'all
even got a
really catching
bracelet
on
yet.
to tonight. Now, what happened was I said, yo, Trump was talking, we're gonna end on this, and then we're gonna go into final thoughts. Trump said to a reporter, only smart people, quote unquote, only smart people don't like me. He said smart people don't like him. So my question is this: who do like you then?
He gonna say the intelligence.
No, check it out. Listen, if he says smart people, that's why you see what you just missed it. So I said, give me the
I caught it.
synonyms. No, give me the synonyms of the word smart. What's a synonym for smart? Insightful, intelligent, brilliant, intellectual, sophisticated. These are synonyms of just being smart. That's what comes with it. But if you sat there and said, I'm giving you what is called a reverse application. Listen, man, because y'all gonna learn something. This is very ill. And then if you study English, they have something called poetic license. And it's called a reverse application. And what that means is if somebody says something is a definite, then that also means that the opposite is a definite. Do you get it? So if he said only, he specified and then he specified and restricted the class. Only smart people don't like me. So you have to intelligent, insightful, has morals, sophisticated. So if only smart people don't like you, then what's the reverse? So who do like you? Because if it ain't smart people, then it got to be the opposite of people who are intelligent. They have to be foolish. They have to be stupid. They have to be imbecilic. They have to be neglectful. They're dense in their conscience, superficial, can't see beyond the apparent. If smart people don't like you, then he said everybody who's stupid, dumb, and foolish loves him. So if you like Trump and love Trump, he said you stupid. Wait a minute. You love and like this nigga Trump? So them people that gave him that crown, they stupid. Don't you get it?
Right.
You don't get it? He made one statement that was so comprehensive. This is what we're dealing with, man.
After 300 feet, turn.
This is what we're dealing with. All right, so who voted for him then? A bunch of stupid people.
I didn't.
Turn left. James S. McDonald.
He said it out of his mouth. Only smart people don't like me. So that means not to like you is smart. To like you is stupid.
Right.
Yeah, because he said, "Do you hear this crap I'm y'all going for?"
A bunch of stupid motherfuckers put a crown on this nigga head. Y'all want to keep following them? A bunch of stupid people call this nigga the Christ or Messiah or whatever. Yo, they crowned him that. A bunch of stupid motherfuckers.
That's what we need to buy one floor for. And dance it up.
Oh my God. All right. Oh man, this is hilarious. Yo, we covered some major topics tonight. Some touchy topics. I hope y'all was following, man, because if you know, you can't really you can't fight an enemy, right? You can't fight an enemy when you don't know exactly how the enemy will fight you.
Mm.
You can't dictate the war of an enemy. Underestimating them is the first key to disaster. That's what they do. What do? When they attack your enemy, before they do anything, what do? They go study the enemy. They try to find his weaknesses, his habits. Because if I don't know how this nigga moving, I don't know what he can do to retaliate against me. So how do you know how this enemy is fighting you? I'm gonna leave that there. Yeah, Guns.
Man, future looks grim, man. 'Cause y'all keep letting this government partially control you, especially keeping you off your focus. When you're supposed to be focusing on what's real, stay true, and try to prolong your life, not cut it short. We can't see these prophecies coming true. We got large animals disappearing, and this dude, this boy is 12 years old or something like that. I don't know if I got it right, but he's like 7 feet tall, man. What's coming on? What's going on? All these tall people coming back. I mean, we're going back to how stuff used to be. So y'all gotta watch out, man. Be very careful and don't give in to what everybody else is doing, man. Live your life, please. That's all I got to say about that.
Diva, what I got for y'all tonight? So, what I got for y'all tonight is be prepared. Despite whatever your beliefs in, this isn't really the time to really even for us to even fight about what your belief system is right now, because as you can see, you might as well say as enemy, well, we're under attack. So this is the time when you go back to when you were small. Everything that our ancestors and our grandparents and beforehand people got here and taught us, that's what you need to be going back to. Now you get to see if everything that you were built for, taught for, trained for, what have you learned? Because now you need it. We will get a chance to see now who was listening and who was paying attention.
Listen to you, man.
Because it's that time. Prepare yourself and prepare your families, prepare your kids. Keep each other protected in the best way that you possibly can. Stop believing everything that you read and that you see and you hear. Get up and go find out for yourself. Stop waiting to the last minute. Be prepared. The worst thing is for you to not be prepared, especially when you were warned. I wish us all the best. Be blessed. Stay vigilant. Stay loving. Keep the kindness in your heart even when we don't have it right now. Fight the more for your families, and the first of all, most, have some love and compassion for each other, because we getting ready to need it. That's what I got.
Stay dangerous. Stay dangerous.
Better stay something. Keep that ammo and stuff, because I'm telling you, hungry people do hungry things.
Yo,
We in
I'm
desperate
telling you,
times and desperate situations.
I wanted to add to that, right? I wanted to add to that, and it's right along the lines of what both Diva and Gun said, right? I remember I was in Greenhaven, right? I was in Greenhaven Correctional Facility in upstate New York, right? When I was doing this 20-year bid. And whatever the case may be, we was took to this auditorium. It's about 500 of us in this auditorium. We see the most beautiful woman pop up on the stage. I mean, her body from her face to, from her eyebrows to her toe, this broad was immaculate. You understand me? The average thing that a man will look at. We ain't trying to make women feel like they're inferior. No, we said from a man point of view, this woman was amazing in her beauty status, right? We're like, God damn, what is she doing here, right? So she gets on the mic and she asks us, the whole auditorium, which one of you will have a sexual relationship with me right now? Outside of myself, everybody put their fucking hands up. Even some of the guards did. Some of the COs put their hands up. Niggas was laughing. And she said, Good, because I can kill all of you because I have full-blown HIV.
Whoa. Whoa.
Full-blown.
Retreat. Retreat.
Then she said, look, then she said, now being that y'all know that, how many of y'all would still want to have sex with me? Don't you know niggas still put their hands
Whoa. Whoa.
I said, girl, you lying.
I'm gonna tell you
Oh,
something.
shit.
Out of this whole lecture, this is the point I wanted to touch. Out of this whole lecture, at the end of that lecture, she made a statement that I never forgot. And she said, the reason why a lot of times crazy shit happen to people is because they believe it never could happen. Do you get it? Not me.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, not me. In other words, I acknowledge, see, look, I acknowledge that I can get shot, but I'm acting neglectful, acting stupid with a nigga that got a gun. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
I could be around mad niggas with guns, curse these niggas out, they never shoot me. So all of a sudden I get this false belief that it never happened to me until it happened. See? So she said the worst thing, the worst form of thinking that happened to people is when they think it can't happen to them. And that's when it do happen. You get it?
I don't think that it can, because it can.
So if we go into some times, these times, they're very delicate.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a thin line between those you love and those who you consider associates.
Mm-hmm.
Know the difference. I only tell family I love them. So if I haven't told you I love you, you ain't fan. You're an associate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I tell fam I love them. No, I love you right now. It's different. So when we look at it, when Diva said, yo, be prepared. Stop thinking it can't happen to you. Because it can. Do not underestimate your environment. Do not underestimate your environment. The world is teach you about itself. Take notes. Any shout out? Dave, you got any shout outs you want to send out before we break out?
And you know what I do? I do. Today was a difficult day for me. I'm just getting back in the groove of things. I'm having little phone troubles and little things happen in this life. I'm living it. But today I want to give today to my mother. Today is my mother's birthday. And she's been gone 17 years now. And I swear to God, y'all, I
Wow.
still feel like yesterday. All today I've been thinking about is time and love.
Wow.
And the
My
misinformation of
deepest
thinking that
condolences
you
to
got
Tiffany.
time, that we got time. You don't have time. It's not time to be mistreating and doing people any kind of way because the same people that you mistreat, one day we got to go somewhere, y'all. Love people while they here. Stop waiting till people die and stuff and then talking about how cool you was or how nice a person was and all this different stuff. You didn't have all that to say when they was here. Show people what they mean to you while they are here still breathing. Stop standing over people, standing there lying and stuff because they can't talk back. Because Diva tell you, I'm talking when I'm gone. I got a whole list of people. You won't be standing over me. You weren't standing there when I was alive. Stop being fake. Stop being fake with yourself. If you can't love somebody right or you don't have good intentions for somebody, get the
Drive to
hell on.
Popeyes.
If you love them while they're here,
You know what
treat
I
them and
call it?
show them that.
Louisiana kitchen. Sorry, I couldn't find any place.
So y'all should know my motto. Y'all should know my motto. I got two mottos. It's actually one motto with one statement. Love me behind my back. Love me behind my back. And matter of fact, defend me behind my back and love me in my face. Get it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna repeat that. Defend me behind my back and love me in my face. You see how hard that is?
Do you want
Defend me
951?
behind my back. Defend me behind my back when I'm not there. But when I'm in your face, love me. Because I'm gonna defend you behind your back. And I'm gonna love you to your face. You ain't gotta worry about what I did behind your back. It's gonna come. We'll find out. If everything in the dark comes to light, and then if I defend you behind your back, if it's in the dark, it will come to light. Put it together. Stop acting like the darkness is always negative. The darkness means that which is hidden. So good
300
and
feet.
bad can
Turn
be
left.
hidden.
Coachway Lane.
Good and bad can be hidden. So if
I heard
everything
they
in the
say you see
darkness
better in
comes
the
to
dark.
light, that means that even if I was good in the darkness, my goodness will come to light.
Right.
Reverse application. I just said this with Trump. Catch the science, know how to apply it. If everything in the dark comes to light, then I mean, if I did good in the dark and you didn't see it, then that good I did will come to light. Why it always got to be negative? Yo, you did something behind nobody knows. All right, but tell me about the good I did in the dark. Why don't you go tell them that? Why don't you go tell them the good that I did when you didn't see it? Defend me behind my back, love me in my face. This is welcome to Fillmore, y'all. It's lit tonight. If y'all got questions, y'all got comments, statements, man, you can inbox me directly. You can inbox Guns Blaze. You can inbox Diva. You can inbox Balk. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't reach Shorty tonight. Gonna find out she was in the studio working. So, we'll say that for another time. But I'm glad that everybody, came out, man, and fought with Brooklyn Empire and welcome to Fillmore. Once again, man, my deepest condolences and sympathies to give the Diva. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, happy heavenly birthday to your mother. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes, one of the greatest women on the planet to give birth to you. You understand? So we can never take that away. You know what I mean? And with that being said, we out here next Saturday. It's going down. We got the Barbarian. Oh, listen, if y'all want y'all shirts, man, y'all want y'all shirts, leggings, stockings, panties, do-rags, y'all want y'all Barbarian production, Brooklyn Empire, we got our merch up. You know what I'm saying? We got our merch up, $15.99. You can get your shirt custom made. Yo, inbox me directly. We got our shit in stock. Our merchandise is up. Brooklyn Empire, Barbarian Production shirts is coming. The new brand new BE shirts is coming, the gray label. So y'all can hit us up, man, and know what it is, man. And with that being said, y'all get one more video and we out of here. Guns, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah. No, man. Why don't y'all be safe? Love yourself and love each other.
Any shout out?
Shouts out to my people that ain't here. I mentioned all of them on my day ones. Happy birthday to E-Hop. I sent you out a shot, bro. You're keeping you alive, bro. Where the people up here, Chuck? The fuck?
Yo, bitches play games with the brain of a rat. Spiteful, vindictive, I'm spitting my facts. Here, bastard is acid, all of my Apple Jacks. And my phone, she gon' creep, slap me in my sleep. You know you got a missus, who the fuck is all these bitches? We gon' argue, we gon' fight. I ain't licking you tonight. There's trouble in paradise, my heart made it kryptonite. She in pain when she read it, I was frontin' when I said it. I can smell me a slugger, she never had better. I beat it to death until she soaking up my lover. Now she smiling and grinning. Get your punk ass in that building. It's toxic, it's rocky. We both in our feelings. I held her to a dream, the way things used to be. The way they used to be.
You can understand. Age don't mean shit, don't make you a man. Better come correct if you coming for me. See, please don't make me expose all your tea. Damn, I'm trying to be the better person, be the better woman, not put you in a hearse, man. But keep playing, play on, player, cause I got something for ya. See, you can have the last word, I had the last act. You can keep talking out the side of your neck. Brain of a rat? Your switch up gon' cost you fast.
I know the shorty that was always dipping fly when she walked by, caught the eyes of all type of guys. A year went by, I couldn't believe she was walking down the street with some dirty white jeans. Her Lee press-ons had too much glue, no clue. The way she used to look was yesterday news. Confused and didn't see, in all reality, sucking brothers off for a $5 salary. Figured to be work laying on her back while the next man straps a hat ready to attack. Black Queen, why you became a fiend, selling your body over material things. Destruction of our earth is DISUSSED, and tomorrow brings a new hope of dreams. I wanna know why you think this way. Is it the money or the clothes or the height you gain, or for a drug that got you going insane?